Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Dunbar Snack Bar here with another game of MLB 2K12 in my player mode with Timmy Timmons. I cannot, for the life of me, get into the majors. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to play this for a couple hours. I'm going to see if I can progress and get into the majors. Yeah, didn't happen at all. I guess I am going to just gut it out. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm super tempted right now to just turn the difficulty all the way down, just be hitting home runs right and left just so I can get to the majors, but I don't know. Minor leagues get pretty old pretty quick. Anyway, had a pretty cool weekend. It was sweet because we had the fantasy draft for our fantasy league. It was pretty awesome. I mean, I got to meet some of people who watch this, and it's always awesome. Get to interact with people, stuff like that. And talk to a lot of people who know a lot about baseball, too, on there, too. I mean, the draft was phenomenal. I don't think there's really any team that you take a look at and you're just like, oh, my gosh, they're going to destroy us all. And actually, something pretty cool happened, and I should have probably asked permission for this, but one of the guys in the draft had to leave early. Had to leave after the third round, and his girlfriend took over the fantasy draft for him. And I'm like, you know what? That is just phenomenal. That girl is a keeper right there. You know, and the thing that was cool is nobody ever realized, too, that a switch was made. I mean, they never said anything, and there was no picks that were just like, oh, my gosh, why did they draft him? Doesn't make any sense. No, it was awesome. Kind of wanted to go over my team with you. I should have gotten permission to from everybody else to see if I could go over their teams also. But I got Buster Posey at catcher, Joey Votto at first, Dan Uglas second, Martin Prado at third base, Jose Reyes at short, Alex Gordon in the outfield, as well as Carlos Beltran and Nick Markakis. Got Ike Davis as a utility, Austin Jackson also in utility. Pitchers, got Matt Cain as one of the starters, as well as C.J. Wilson. Heath Bell in relief, as well as Kyle Farnsworth, Matt Latos, Gio Gonzalez, Hiroki Kuroda, Trevor Cahill. I got some other people sitting on the bench too, but man, I'm excited about my team, that's for sure. I think we're going to have a pretty good year. But yeah, this is like my first time ever doing fantasy baseball, and I'm terrible with fantasy sports because it's like whenever I play fantasy football, it's like, oh, sweet, week 1, week 2. Week 3, and it's like, oh, week 4, week 5. Oh my gosh, I haven't checked my fantasy football forever. And fantasy baseball, of course, that's a lot more like, you have to be more dedicated to fantasy baseball than anything else. So I'm hoping that because I'm here with a bunch of people who know a lot about baseball and are pretty excited about this, that, you know, this might cause me to check it a little bit more. I kind of felt bad for those people who couldn't make it, so I just want to apologize for that, because this is me and all my brilliance right here. So I scheduled it for 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock Pacific time, and I totally went the wrong direction. I'm like, oh, okay, well, if it's 7 o'clock Pacific, that means it's like 5 o'clock my time, Central. Wrong. It was 9 o'clock my time, and I felt bad for everybody on the East Coast because it was like 10, and people were like, oh, I got school tomorrow and stuff. I'm like, oh, man. That's my bad. And for some of the people who didn't get a chance to be in the draft, too, is like Roy Oswalt, who hasn't been picked up by anybody yet. And then you also have like Vladimir Guerrero, who hasn't been picked up by anybody yet. That's pretty crazy. At least I can't recall if they have been picked up yet. But I just felt bad because it's like the computer goes ahead and drafts them, and they're not even playing. But anyway, like I said, I'm pretty excited about fantasy baseball. It should be pretty sweet. I got to watch it every single day. But I think that if you get in the habit of it, you'll be okay. So, anyway, are you guys doing any fantasy baseball also? Now, one's enough for me. So, I'm not asking this to necessarily get in some more. Because, trust me, I'm going to have a hard time with just one. So, you guys better keep me on it. But I was just curious how many people actually do fantasy baseball. Because, I don't know, my mentality of fantasy baseball was always like, you know, people who just sit around, you know, huge baseball nerds and getting super excited about every little thing that happens. It's like from the movie Knocked Up, you know, he kind of like runs off and he's got like his fantasy baseball thing and, you know, ditches his wife and all that, which of course I would never do or anything like that. But man, I tell you what, I'm excited for this. But anyway, going to the video here, you can see the 6th inning. We're down 2-1, 2 outs. I'm just sitting here chilling on first with nothing better to do here than to watch this all take place. Probably strike out here, even though 3-1. Haha, full count now. So, of course, the full count, you know, I'm going to be running, which is why I take a pretty big lead right here. Don't worry, guys. It's not like I'm trying to steal a base. Oh, he walked. That's not something you see too often from the guy who bats right behind you. They're bringing it. Yep. They even have to go in and bring in the new pitcher for all of this. That may help me out a little bit. But anyway. So let's kind of see how this works out, because I have a feeling, yep, fail. Huge fail. At least they didn't pick on me. Seems like the computer likes doing that, just tosses it my way. And I'm the one who ends up being out. Alright, bases are loaded here for this one. I'm kind of curious. Oh, it's 3-1, so 2 outs as well. So it'll just be probably just a little ground ball to me. Step on the base. And we get out of that mess. So this is going to be another loss, and our team really hasn't been doing too hot lately. Hopefully we'll be able to turn it around here pretty quick. And I get one chance, kind of swing the bat, help my team out here. I've gone 2 for 3 tonight, which is pretty good for me. You can see, though, my batting average is in the 420s. I've already been having a pretty good time, but I don't know. The one thing that's holding me back, the one thing that I don't have by way of an MLB goal is 10 stolen bases. And it is so difficult to get those stolen bases. But I don't know, and that's why I keep having to play the game over and over and over and over and over again. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe if I move positions, it'll kind of help me out as well, because then I won't be so low, you know, attribute-wise compared to everybody else who's ahead of me for first base for the Mets. Because Ike Davis is pretty good. He's probably one of the best players on the Mets, and I would have to take his spot. But anyway, we come away with the loss here in this one. Not a big surprise with the way that the team's going. Hopefully things will change here pretty quick. Hopefully my uniform changes pretty quick too. Instead of the AA team, I'm playing in the majors. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Do you guys want updates on the Fantasy League? Because if you do, I'll post it on here. I think that'd be kind of sweet, but you guys probably don't care. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you have a good one.